Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, be great example to us younger brothers. Peace and blessings to those for elect, Lord willing to be a part of that number. All right, I'm the brother Kudar from the Demons Bench of Chicago. Salaki, coming back with another video. This video is gonna be entitled "Job Was an Israelite." Okay, and when you search up Job in the scriptures, you got two that pop up. One is from the tribe of Issachar, but the Job that the book of Job that's written about, the book of Job was written, about his tribe was never stated. All right, but we obviously know that he was an Israelite. He was a Israelite, man. Because there's always scoffers, man. But even though his tribe was never stated, all right, we obviously know that the guy is an Israelite, and we can prove it. Okay, so let's grab this Job. Actually, let's go to 2. Let's go to Job 2 and verse 1. It says, "Again, there was a day when the sons of the Most High, or Yahweh, came to present themselves before Yahweh." Okay, and Satan came also among them to present himself before Yahweh. Okay, so that shows you how Satan is the son of the Most High as well. All right, he's he's the head of the angels on the left hand side. Okay, and he's subject to Yahweh Bashim Shai as well. Okay, the scriptures say the devils believe and also tremble. So Satan doesn't do anything outside of the will of the Lord. Okay, Satan doesn't do anything outside the will of Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. He gets permission by Yahweh Bashim Shai. He just can't do anything by himself. Do whatever the fuck he want. Like Christianity likes to state, man. So let's grab this verse 2. It says, "Yahweh said unto Satan, From whence comest thou? And Satan answered Yahweh and said, From going to and fro in the earth, from walking up and down in it. And Yahweh said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High, and escheweth evil, and still he holdeth fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him to destroy him without cause." Okay, so let's go into that word for escheweth. Okay, because it said he's an upright man. It says in Habakkuk 2, which we're gonna grab that. Matter of fact, let me just focus on the task at hand. Let's grab this escheweth. We go to the Hebrew word sawar. Okay, it says to turn aside, to depart. Okay, to cause to turn aside, cause to depart, remove, take away, put away, depose. Okay, to put aside, to leave undone, retract, reject, abolish. All right, so it says he was a perfect, upright man. Okay, so Job was a just man. Okay, he was a just man, unlike Esau, Edom. Okay, because let's go into the description of Esau, Edom. We'll keep reading as well, because just to prove the point that Satan obeys Yahweh Bashim Shai. Let's grab this Habakkuk 2. All right, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Habakkuk 2. Getting kind of hot in here. It's blocking. This Habakkuk 2 and verse 4. It says, "Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith." All right. So Esau is not upright. He's a wicked. He's wicked. He was created to be the wicked. Okay. Hey, the scripture says, "As the potter." Okay. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab that. All right, 1 second. I'll just park real quick. Okay, because I was on the move. I'm on my lunch break right now. 1 second. Just found a good spot. That's cool. It says, "Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith." Okay, so let's grab this. All right, perfect. Let's grab the potter, fashion, believe Sirach, 33. Sirach 33 and 13, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it as his pleasure. Okay, so Yahweh is the potter. All right, we're the clay. It says, so man is in the hand of him that made him to render them as like of him best. All right, he created Jacob, all right, to be righteous, and Esau, Edom, to be the wicked. Okay, and let's go to Jeremiah 13 and 23. It says, can the Ethiopian change his skin, Salakia, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. So Esau, Edom will always do evil, man. He was created to be the wicked. Okay, so he can't turn away from his nature. He's literally the wicked, man. You know, you got the sons of God, which are the Israelites. Okay, before they were called Israelites. You got the sons of men, which were the heathens, and you got the sons of the wicked, which is Esau, Edom. Okay, it says because he's transgressive by wine, he is a proud man. Okay, and that wine is his wicked philosophy that he's polluted and made the nations drunken with. All right, at Revelation, the 18th chapter. He's pushed this homo agenda. All right, he's pushed the scriptures say, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. All right, the scriptures also says the course of the earth. All right, the earth is out of course. Okay, because everything is ass backwards now. A woman is over a man. All right, you got this Mo agenda being pushed out. Okay, everything that the Most High has pushed that's righteous, he's done the complete contrary. That just shows he's the devil. He's wicked. Okay, it says because he transgressed by wine, and his wicked philosophies, man. Matter of fact, let me grab this poison adder. Psalms 58 and verse 4, their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They're like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear. Okay, and that's the philosophy is contrary to the ways of Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's that poison, man, because it all leads to death. Okay, Esau Edom's ways leads to death. Okay, matter of fact, it says that. It says, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. All right, nobody's more prouder than a goddamn Edomite. Neither keepeth at home. Okay, this devil has over 800 military bases all over the world. Who enlargeth his desire as hell, this devil is insatiable. Okay, it says, it is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Okay, so that was the point. All right, so let's grab this. Let's continue to read that Job, and I'm gonna grab this Acts 10, verse 4. And Satan answered Yahweh, said, skin for skin, yeah, all that a man have will he give for his life. But put forth thy hand now and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And Yahweh said unto Satan, behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life. So the Lord gave Satan strict instructions not to kill him, but you can afflict him. Okay, and Job did, and Satan did so, showing you he's subject to Yahweh Shemel Shai. But the point was made that Job was an upright man. All right, he was an Israelite. Okay, and we could grab this Acts 10. All right, going into Cornelius. Acts 10. Yeah, I want to have this Proverbs 15. Is it Proverbs 15 and... Let's see, is it 23? Yeah, 29. All right, I'm going to keep that on deck. Okay, Acts 10 and verse 1. There was a certain man in Caesarea called Cornelius, a centurion of the band called the Italian band, a devout man, and one that feareth the Most High with all his house, which giveth much alms to the people and prayed to the Most High always. Okay, it says he saw in a vision evidently about the 9th hour of the day an angel of Yahweh coming into him, saying unto him, Cornelius. And when he looked on him, Salakia, he was afraid and said, what is it, Lord? And he said unto him, thy prayers and thy alms are come up for memorial before the Most High. Okay, and now send men to Joppa and call for Simon, whose surname is Peter. And he lodged with Simon a tanner, whose house is by the seaside, he shall tell thee what thou oughtest to do. And when the angel which spake unto Cornelius was departed, he called 2 of his household servants and the devout soldier of them who waited on him continually. All right, that's yeah, that was actually the point. All right, Yahweh Shemel Shai heard the prayers of Cornelius. All right, and the Lord doesn't hear the prayers of the wicked, man. All right, let's read this Proverbs 15:29. Yahweh is far from the wicked, but heareth the prayer of the righteous. All right, Cornelius was an Israelite. And that's a heavy stumbling block. All right, to our people. You know, it says he was a devout man, one that feareth the Most High. Esau don't fear the Most High. He a prideful ass devil. He actually believes that he's going to defeat the Most High when the Most High cracks them clouds. All right, look at his Space Force, man. He actually believes that he's going to defeat the Most High. You know? So, I just want to bring that, quick hit out. Just a spiritual nugget. There's always new listeners coming out. New listeners coming out the woodwork, looking to be edified. Okay? So, Lord willing, this is edifying. Edifying means to build. Okay, so Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakodash. That will honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the full elect. Lord willing, be a part of that number. Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Wa Baba.